Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Skin Beauty, and if you are a new subscriber, welcome. I upload videos one time a week. I haven't figured out like a proper schedule, but now that school started, I'm trying to do it at least 2 times a week, but let's see. Okay, so let's just jump right into the story. When I was 12 years old, I used to hang out around like people 2 years older than me, a year older than me. Majority of my friends were like older than me, and I had some who were like kind of the same age range as me. So mind you, when I was 12, I came to America at the time like 2 years ago. So I didn't know like a lot of stuff, and I didn't know a lot of people, and I was pretty dumb. So there was this girl in my school who was pregnant. At first, first of all, it's elementary school, so it's like a big deal. So everybody used to like talk about her, make fun of her and everything until her belly started growing. That's when she started getting a lot of attention. People started being her friend. People started giving her money, food, and everything. And then at recess, people would crowd around her, try to touch her belly, ask her a whole bunch of questions. Then one girl in the group of friends, she was 14, and she got held back one time, I think. Yeah, she got held back one time. So we were all pretty much in the same class. She comes to us and she was like, I have to tell you guys something, and like she looks really sad. She's bawling, crying. So it was like, what's wrong? She's like, I'll tell you at recess. So we're over here, we can't wait for recess to figure out what's wrong with her. Lunch comes, she doesn't come to sit on our table. Then recess, we're over here playing in the monkey bars or whatever, and then she comes and she's still crying. So like, what's wrong? That's when she tells us, oh, I think I'm pregnant. And we didn't really know what to tell her because we're young. Like, what do you want us to say? Congratulations? So we're just like, oh my gosh, like, what are you gonna do? Like, your parents are gonna kill you. Me, I have African parents, so I'm thinking your mom is gonna kill you. Like, you're gonna get disowned. And she's pretty much like, I don't know, nobody knows but you guys. And we're thinking it's her boyfriend that she had in her school who was the father. Then she goes ahead and tells us, no, there's this high school rich boy who she kind of started messing with, and he could be the father and stuff like that. So we're like, oh my god, okay, so you need to take the test. And she's like, yeah, I don't really have money to take the pregnancy test. And I was thinking, since you have a rich boyfriend, ask him for money, you know, to go ahead and take the pregnancy test. She's like, no, I don't want him finding out about it. I don't know what to do. My mom is not going to give me money just like that. So all of us, we agreed. Tonight, we're going to ask our parents for like $5 each or something. And then tomorrow, we're going to give it to you and you're going to go ahead and take the test. So she's like, oh my God, thank you guys. She was still bawling and everything. And then it was like pretty big news, like you're in elementary school and your friend is pregnant, like oh my god, like we just kept talking about it the whole day, being shocked and everything. The next day, no, that night come, I asked my mom for money. She gave me $7. So I go ahead in school and I give her $5, and then everybody else give her a little money and stuff like that. She told us the pregnancy test was $25. I didn't know nothing about how much pregnancy tests cost, like, so I was just like, okay. So the next day she came to school and she said she peed on it and then she was pregnant. So she started bawling out at lunch, and then people were looking at us all crazy. And then her damn boyfriend in the school came and she flipped the story like, you're cheating on me, da, 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 da. And then they broke up right then and there in front of everybody. So we, her friend, know he didn't do anything, but we know why she did it, kind of. So that was it for them. And then like from then on, she started like acting weird and like telling us, oh, her rich boyfriend was coming to the school to pick her up, and then she would skip school. Like if we're at recess with her, the next thing you know, we won't see her, and then she'll come back the next day talking about how she went to his house. He has a nice house, he has a car. And we were like shocked, like, oh my god, tell us more, tell us more. And then they're like, yeah, he's gonna buy me a phone tomorrow and everything. And then us being 13 and like 12 and everything like that, we're like, oh, can you tell him to buy me this, tell him to buy me that? And I'm like, he won't buy it for you guys, but he will buy it for me if I ask. The next day she came to school with a brand new phone, whole bunch of bag of candy and everything. So she was like, oh, he got the candy for us and because she told him about us, so he got the candy for us, and then the phone was for her. So we're over here like, wow, he got your phone, that's so cool. Like, did you tell him you're pregnant? Then she told us that, yeah, he knew that she was pregnant, he was happy, they're gonna be a family, they're gonna be married and everything. So then she tells us he's gonna be out of town for a couple months, so he wouldn't be here to give her money. Then that weekend we had a sleepover at her house. No, the next day she came to school saying her phone broke. And then we're like, okay, you had it for a day. How did it break? Like, oh, I was too excited and I was walking home and then it broke. We're like, okay, so we just took the story. We go to her house for a sleepover. Her mom is there. And while we come in, her mom is on the phone. When she puts it down, I notice it's the same phone she had brought to school. So when her mom leaves for her night shift or whatever, like her mom didn't care, she will leave us in the house alone. Then I asked her, how come your mom has the phone that your boyfriend gave you? Like, oh, no, that's not that phone. My mom got the phone literally like the same day too. She got the same phone, but she doesn't know about my phone, so I don't want her to know about it, but don't tell her, and I broke it. So like, okay, I believed her. I'm like, okay, well, there you go. She lost her phone. Her mom randomly ended up getting the same phone that her rich boyfriend got her. So we had a sleepover and everything. And that sleepover was pretty normal, but her mom had left like wine and everything on the table, so we were playing games and drinking it. And she was pregnant and she was drinking it too. I didn't really think much of it at first. Then couple months later, she started showing. She would come to school with like her stomach kind of poking out. And then you would notice she would kind of like gain weight. And she started wearing big clothes, like big oversized sweater. And like that's when everybody started kind of like noticing she was pregnant. So me and that little group of friends she had would like bring her food. And sometimes she would tell us, oh, I'm craving food from your country. So I would bring her food. And like she would tell us she needs money. We'll give her like $2, $5, whatever he had. And I remember one time during Halloween, she told us she was craving a whole bunch of different candies and she couldn't go trick-or-treating with us because she was pregnant and her feet would get tired and all swelled up. So we're like, okay. So the next day, we literally put all our candy together and gave her most of it. And because she was craving it. So she started coming to school with like big clothes and everything, and like her stomach would get bigger and bigger. Like, it was so weird. Her stomach would get bigger. So I'm like, oh my gosh, she's actually really pregnant. So we started getting excited, try to like sit at recess, like to think of baby names for boys, baby names for guys. She would literally make us go on Google at home, write down a whole bunch of lists of names for boys and a whole bunch of lists of names for girls, and then we'll come and give it to her the next morning. So this time we had another sleepover, and that sleepover, you think, oh my gosh, she's home, she wants to get like all relaxed and stuff, and her belly was, you know, big. Then that day her mom stayed home, right? Come in the door, and I noticed she's wearing like an oversized sweater. So I'm like, okay, maybe she's just hiding it from her mom. Then we're going to in a room, and then we always lock the room when her mom is home. Then we'll think, okay, now she will take it off. And then she didn't take it off. She stayed like that the whole night. Like, aren't you uncomfortable? I know it's hot. Her mom was those kind of parents, like, if it's actually really, really hot outside, you're going to suffer. She didn't care. Like, there's no turning on the air conditioner for you. So and that happened, and then we were all confused. Don't you just want to relax? Your mom is not in your room. She's like, no, I'm kind of shy. I'm not showing my belly, but my belly and stuff, so I'm kind of just shy around you guys. Like, give me a couple minutes. And yeah, so the whole night she was acting all weird. When it was time to like play, then her mom ended up leaving with her boyfriend. So you think, okay, now she's gonna take it off because we're gonna play, we're gonna do whatever. She did. And then we ended up drinking again and playing like drinking games, and she was still drinking with us. And at the time we were having so much fun, none of us was really thinking about it. And there was sushi and everything, she was eating it. So things kind of start going downhill when The next couple weeks, people at school started talking about it. Oh, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. Her mom doesn't know. She has this rich boyfriend and everything. She was going around telling everybody that. So everybody started talking about it. Then this one nosy teacher found out. She started pulling people in her classroom, and people started telling her and giving her a whole bunch of information. She called her mother. Excuse me. One day we were in class. Then her mom comes in. I want to speak to so-and-so. So her mom takes her outside. You can hear her mom starts yelling at her and everything. Then she starts crying, and her mom starts crying. Then they take them to the office, and that was probably that was it basically. So she didn't come to school for a whole week. Then one day she came to school. Yeah, she didn't come to school for a whole week, and then we'll like call her house phone. Nobody would answer. We'll go to her house and nobody would answer. Then I can like see somebody peeking through the window hole. And then you know how like the little hole on your apartment doors, when you're knocking and you can tell when somebody puts their finger, it will be like that. So that happened for about a week, and then we didn't know what happened to her. We probably thought her mom killed her or something, or like her mom sent her away because she's pregnant, obviously. So one day we were sitting in class again. The principal calls us, like all the girls who were kind of close to her. He calls us into the office, and she's there with her mom. And the first thing I do is look down at her stomach, like maybe it grew. So I look down. Where did her stomach go? Like her stomach was flat. So I'm over here confused. Maybe her mom got her, like made her get an abortion. Maybe she had a miscarriage. So we sit down, and her mom is basically like, well, are you gonna tell them? And she starts bawling, crying, and telling us everything, how she noticed that girl who was pregnant in her school was getting so much attention. And she decided to tell everybody she was pregnant too, to get that attention, because her mom was pregnant and her mom wasn't giving her much attention at home and all of that. I was basically not listening. I didn't care anymore. I was mad, first of all, because I gave this girl more than $100 altogether. And I was just pissed off. I was just waiting for the end of the whole thing, so somebody pulls out my $100 plus and gives it to me and say, okay, you can go now. So I was just basically waiting for my money, and they still keep talking and apologizing. Her mom is yelling at her like, you know, you should never done that. And I'm just sitting here. Then I'm like, excuse me, so when are we getting our money? You know, because I basically gave your daughter more than $100. And basically they had us kind of explain what was going on and like what been happening for the past couple months. And I said everything. I was so mad. I said everything. She had us, you know, even give her Halloween candy to her. She had me asking my mom for money every night to give to her. It was more than $100 and everything like that. So her mother ended up apologizing and saying, oh, give me a week or two. Then about that time, I'll give you guys your money back. So I'm like, okay, so I am getting my money back. So let me not get out all crazy. A week later, no money. 2 weeks later, no money. A month later, no money. 3 months later, no money. And while those times were going by, she didn't come to school or nothing. So there was rumors saying, oh, she left the country, she left the state, she moved with her grandma, whatever. And I didn't actually see her until I moved to another, in 5th grade. I moved neighborhoods. So I moved to this elementary school for about a day because it was the wrong elementary school. And I ended up seeing her there. And she actually had a belly. Like, she had a belly. Like, she was wearing like a crop top so you can see her belly kind of hanging. And then she was wearing a hoochie mama skirt. So it was kind of awkward. Like, she saw me, she didn't say anything. Like, our eyes kind of locked for a couple minutes, and then she turned around and she walked away. And so I didn't see her again till last year at my old job. She was pushing a stroller and she was pregnant too. So I'm like, damn, karma must be a bitch for you. But Yeah, and basically after that we never really talked again. I never really got my money back. And for those of you who are wondering, okay, how does this concern you? Why are you making a story time about it? Well, it's an experience that happened in my life. My money was involved and my time was involved, so therefore it does concern me. So thank you so much for watching. If you want more story time from me, just let me know down in the comment below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. I'll see you guys later. Bye.